What are you doing home? I thought you were going to stay at the hospital for the rest of the day. Is baby okay? Your father and I were just about to head that way. He's not mine. What do you mean he's not yours? She told me baby isn't mine. The hospital wouldn't let me in to see him without Tami allowing it, and she told everyone I'm not the father. I can't believe she's lied to me this entire time. Why the he 11 would she do that? That makes no sense. She was all for giving you custody of the baby once he was born. Why would she agree to give custody to someone she knew isn't the father? Well, I guess she changed her mind or wants to get back with the real dad or whatever. I don't know. All I know is that I gave up everything to make sure I could take care of my son. And now I don't even have a son. I don't believe this. No, that is your baby. I know it is. I don't understand why she's lying now, but that is your baby. You believing it doesn't make it true. Me believing it doesn't make it true either. Maybe he's just actually fucking crazy. You can't just roll over. You need to make sure. Letting you know now that I am at the hospital. I want a paternity test done on baby, and I have been informed they will do them here. I will pay for the test on my own. It won't cost you anything. I just need confirmation that he is or isn't my son. Ha 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 ha, you're literally psycho. That isn't happening. I told you he isn't your baby. Now stop being a freak and leave me alone before I call the police. I am not doing anything wrong. It's completely normal that I would have my doubts believing you when you've spent the last 9 months telling me he is my baby. I need to make sure I'm not walking away from my child just because you said he isn't mine. Well, you can want all you want. Nobody is testing my baby without my okay, and I'm not okay with it. Tami, you can either agree or we can go to court and get it ordered. I honestly don't care which way we do it. I'd prefer you agree so we stop wasting time. But if you want to make this difficult, we can. Get lost you for 3ek. I told security to make you leave. Might want to go before they find you. Attorney Blank, how can I help you? Hi, my name is Brett Blank. I was recommended you by a previous client for custody issues. I should have called before it got to this point, but it's really bad now. I need help. Okay, I'm sure we can figure out a solution to whatever is going on in your custody situation. Let's schedule a time for you to come in for a consultation. Is there any way to get in to speak to you today? Like I said, my situation is really bad. Unfortunately, my schedule is pretty jam-packed for the next few days. I can fit you in next week on Wednesday. Does that work? That's too far out. She's going to take baby home from the hospital by then. And I honestly believe if I wait until next week, baby won't be okay. I need help, please. Is this a newborn? Yes, and he's being held an extra night at the hospital due to complications caused by my ex. She's denying paternity and I can't do anything to keep him safe. If you can make it here in the next 15 minutes, I can give you at most 20 minutes of time before I have my next. I'm glad you were able to make it. This isn't something I normally do, squeezing in brand new clients like this. But you sounded pretty desperate over the phone. I want to see if I can help you. SO, can you please tell me what's going on? My girlfriend and I got pregnant about 2 months into our relationship. She was mad I didn't want to marry her right away, ended the relationship, and basically shut me out of everything until the very end of the pregnancy. I enlisted to make sure I could provide for baby, gave up the college I wanted to go to because of baby. Thankfully, I am being stationed here on base. But I found out while I was in training that she stopped attending prenatal appointments after 20 weeks. And the only reason I found out was because she called my mom to come pick her up in the middle of the night because she had been in a car accident. She refused to go to the hospital. My mom forced her, and then we found out she had been drinking and did throughout the pregnancy. Is baby okay? The doctor said he should be, but his clavicle is fractured from delivery. He was too big due to untreated gestational diabetes, and he got stuck. And his blood sugar. Okay, so what is the main concern you are having right now? Well, after finding out she has been drinking, she swore up and down she didn't even want to be a mom or have a baby. And we agreed that once baby was born, I would be the one to take him home and raise him. And now once baby is here, she's acting so unconcerned about his health issues and is now claiming I'm not the father and am not allowed to even see him. Honestly, I'm terrified that the hospital is going to discharge baby and send him with her. And he's going to end up extremely sick or even unalive because she just does not care enough to put the effort into taking care of him. Is there a chance you actually aren't baby's father? Of course, but why freak out and refuse to let the hospital do a cheek swab for a paternity test to prove it? I was going to pay for it, and it wouldn't hurt baby at all. All right, so your goal right now is to prove paternity and keep baby from going home with her, correct? Yes, I'll do whatever I need to do. It doesn't matter. If mom is refusing to have the paternity test performed on baby, we can petition the court to order one. But the issue with this is that by the time the petition is granted and results are confirmed, baby will already be released from the hospital and in her care for at least a week. If you are confident that this is in fact your child, what we can do is have you fill out an acknowledgement of paternity. You do not need mom's permission to do this. And I can take this to the courthouse and do everything I can to get in front of a judge for an emergency hearing. I know he's mine. None of this would make any sense if he wasn't. He has to be mine. And even if he isn't, he doesn't need to be raised by someone like Tami or her parents. He doesn't deserve that. Okay, let me make some calls, and we will get the ball rolling. You said baby is due to be discharged tomorrow from the hospital. Yes, if he does good tonight. Okay, I'm not making any promises that this will work, but I think this is our best shot at getting baby into your care. Hi, Brett. So unfortunately, the judge denied our ex parte motion. That means as of this moment, mom is going to be allowed to take baby home with her. We are on the court dockets to have your case heard next week. So she's going to be able to have baby alone for an entire week before I can do anything. Technically, yes, but she is going to be very busy going back and forth between newborn well visits since baby had some complications at birth. She is going to have to bring him in at least 3 times to be seen at the pediatrician. She didn't even go to her own prenatal appointments. I highly doubt she's going to care enough to take baby to well checks. That's understandable to be concerned about, but the hospital has already informed social services of their concerns regarding her behaviors during her pregnancy. If she fails to show up to these visits, they will go to her to ensure baby is okay. So what am I able to do right now? Just hang tight. If you know when baby's well visits are, you are well within your rights to attend them, but do your best to stay civil with Tami until we get through court. How is baby doing? Can you send me pictures? Just because you signed some stupid piece of paper doesn't mean that you mean anything to baby. Leave me alone. Legally, it means I am the father, so it does. I want to know how my son is doing. He's fine. He loves his mommy so much. I'm all he ever will need. He doesn't need you, and I'll make sure he doesn't ever miss not having a dad. Why don't you just do us all a favor and get deployed or something? I know he needs to have a checkup at the pediatrician tomorrow. I'd love to attend. What time is the appointment? No, you can't. I'm not going to force myself into the appointment. I don't want to put baby in that kind of situation, but I do want to be informed of how the appointment goes. God, what do you not get? I don't want you involved. The only thing baby will ever want or need from you is a paycheck every month. So why don't you stop pretending and just drop it? You're taking me to court. I literally just had your baby. I'm still the free 3 ding, and you're trying to take me to court. Something is so fundamentally wrong in your fucking head. I thought you said I wasn't the father. Now suddenly I am. And it's not like I wanted to have to go this route, but you have shut me out every time I've tried to talk to you about baby. I don't exactly have a choice. You do have a choice to not be a crazy person, instead of just showing me you could be a good person. You go hire an attorney when you know I can't afford an attorney to try and take my baby away from me. You said you didn't want to raise baby before, and you wanted me to. So what changed all of that to you wanting to keep baby away from me? I never said that. Asterisk sends screenshots of conversations where she had said this multiple times, asterisk. Okay, whatever. That proves nothing except the fact that I was hormonal and pregnant and I have changed my mind. And it shows that you're the type of person who takes advantage of women who are in a bad situation.